Hi everyone, so in this video it's going to be a haul video, a mix of things that I've picked up over the last little while. I've been putting them all together to film this. So it's a mix of things I've got from Sephora, from Mecca and Target as well. Some skincare, some makeup, a hair product and some perfumes. So I'll start with things that I purchased from Target first. And it's mainly skincare and a couple of makeup things. So I saw that this e.l.f. jelly highlighter was on sale. I think it was down to $2. So there was two colours and this one seemed like the better option for me. It's in Cloud, I think it's called. So it's like a jelly consistency. If you can see that there, it's a really runny consistency. But I thought I would give it a go. It was on sale, so it's probably being discontinued, but we'll see how it goes. And then I also purchased these two eyebrow colours from e.l.f. and they are the Wow Brow. I bought it in deep brown and neutral brown because out of the two I wasn't sure which one I was going to like. Sometimes I do my brows a bit lighter, other times I do them a little bit darker, so I may end up using both of those anyway. Never used the e.l.f. brow products before. I haven't actually used a lot of e.l.f. products before. A couple, but not for a really long time. So if you like any of the brow products, let me know what your favourites are. A few skincare items. I saw these and I tried them out in store and I really liked the finish. I tried them on my hand, didn't try them on my face, but I liked the way that they felt and I've really been getting into oils in my skincare routine. So these are from Natio. So it's Natio Precious Oils. They have different blends, I guess, depending on what you're hoping to achieve. But all of them sounded somewhat interesting and applicable to me, and kind of all of them had their own advantages. I tested some of them. I think one of them from memory didn't smell very nice. It wasn't really my kind of thing, but I'll still use it and see how they go. So if you are interested in seeing how these perform, let me know. But I've picked up the Regenerative Facial Oil with jojoba, rosehip and hazelnut. The Purifying Face Oil with hemp seed tamanu and calendula. The Radiance Face Oil with Kakadu Plum, Argan and Evening Primrose. And Hydration Face Oil with avocado, almond and plant squalene. So that is the oils there. I thought I would, give them a try. I've never really used any oils from this brand before, but I'm not really fussy or picky. I don't have a specific oil that I've tried where I've really liked it and have to have that one. Next, I might do my Sephora purchases. There are 3 and then the rest is from Mecca. So from Sephora, it's perfumes. Surprise. Not really a surprise, actually. But these are Nest. They released Golden Nectar. I tried it in store and I quite liked it, but I thought I didn't really want to commit to buying a full-size bottle of the Golden Nectar. But I really like the Nest sets because out of the set, I was running a little low on one of my wild poppies and it has wild poppy in there. So this is Sun-Kissed Hibiscus, Golden Nectar, Black Tulip, Wisteria Blue, Wild Poppy Indigo and Citrine. I didn't have the Wisteria Blue yet either. So out of this, I know I like Black Tulip, Indigo and Wild Poppy. I've got Citrine and that's also good for layering. And Sun-Kissed Hibiscus, I have a small one of that as well. So it was good. This was like a perfect mix of them. So I thought I'd pick that up and try that out. And then the other 2 things that I got from Sephora being perfumes are some more Kayali scents. So these are the roller balls that have 2 scents. I'll get one out and I'll show it to you. But the mixes that I got is the one with the pink packaging that has Sweet Diamond, Pink Pepper 25, and Utopia, Vanilla Cocoa 21 in the one rollable. And the next one is the gold packaging, where it has Musk number 12 and Vanilla 28 as well. So what they look like, I think these are a great idea. I tried vanilla in store a while ago, and I think I talked about it or spoke about it when I showed the last Kayali fragrances that I purchased. And there was something about it where I couldn't justify buying a full bottle of the vanilla. It reminded me of something that I had a really long time ago, or smelt a very, very long time ago, that was a lot cheaper. So I think it may have been Vanilla Fields, which I don't think is available anymore. That's like a really old scent, but it had that kind of Body Shop vanilla in the 90s and early 2000s kind of a smell. And the Vanilla Fields, like, it didn't smell, it's nice, but I don't know, maybe it's just not for me. But this is what it looks like. I think it's a great idea. You've got the two small scents on there. So each of them I think is 5. Okay, so 5 mils. I thought it was 4, but it's 2 lots of 5 mils. And so, I don't know, yeah, the vanilla. There is something that I used to have that smelled exactly the same as this. It may have been like a body spray. It's just reminded me of high school. There was something that smelled like this. I think it was an impulse body spray called Vanilla. It was in a gold can. If I can find a photo of the one I'm thinking of, I'll pop it up here. If not, there won't be anything there, but I'm pretty sure it was a body spray, like one of those aerosol body sprays. They were really popular when I was in high school. They might still be now, but I remember I liked the impulse one that was in a silver can with green on it. I think it might have been called Alive, something like that. But this smells identical to one of those body spray type things. But I think the way that I would use this perfume is more of a layering perfume. On its own, it's nice. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I think it's because it's reminding me of just a body spray that I had in high school. It's not got the same feeling to it, I guess. Next is Mecca. So I picked up a while ago a free beauty loop kind of, it's like their rewards program perk. This is the Water Cooler Calming Hydration Serum. It was the exclusive beauty loop bonus. It's a 30 ml. Again, really liking the oils and serums and things like that, so I will give that a shot when I'm through with the ones that I'm using as well. Another skincare product is the Soap & Glory Scrub in the Fast Lane Facial Peel and Polish. I purchased that to give that a go and see what I thought. I really like the Soap & Glory products. I like a lot of their body washes, their body scrubs. I really like their body scrubs, and I like the pink scent that they have, that smell to it. So there's one of the body scrubs in particular, I really like it, and I think they've got shampoo, which I know I have it somewhere. I haven't tried it yet though. I got the dry shampoo though from Soap & Glory as well, because I try not to wash my hair very often, generally maybe once a week, but my hair does tend to get a little greasy or oily, just not fresh, I guess, the day after. So this is good for the in-between days. I don't use dry shampoo all the time either, but it's really good for when I have to use something. And yeah, I haven't tried this one, so I'm excited to see how it goes and if it smells. It says that it's got the original pink scent, so it's a fruity floral scent. I really like that scent, so yeah, we'll see. The next two are some makeup items. So you would have seen the short on my channel, and if you follow me on Instagram, I asked there about colour matching for foundations. So I ended up going with tinted moisturizers instead, but with NARS, I think I ended up getting a few more samples of the foundation, and Mont Blanc was a good match in the lightness, but it was still a little bit yellow on my skin. So what I ended up doing was I got a sample of Oslo, I think is a really light colour, and Yukon, which is a darker colour than Mont Blanc, but it's more of a neutral, cool, or neutral to cool kind of a colour. Whereas Mont Blanc is a neutral, but it was a bit more yellow on my skin. So I think for the light reflecting foundation will be the foundation that I get next, but I think I'll have to get Yukon and Oslo and mix them together. When I mixed Oslo and Yukon, it just had the best colour match for me. It didn't wash me out, and next to Mont Blanc then still looked a little too yellow. And then Oslo by itself it suited my skin. It did suit my neck and blended in really well, but it just made me look a little washed out. So I think I might just end up getting two and mixing them. But these are some tinted moisturizers, which I also got a few samples of, and I ended up settling for these colors. So I picked up the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer in Terre Neuve Light Zero, which I'm surprised. I didn't think that I would be the lightest or on the really light side again, but I don't know if it's just that on me things oxidize and they get a lot darker. So that might not always be the case, but for me when I tried the sample, and that's why if I can get samples, I really like to get samples, put them on, leave them on for a while and see how they go, because both of these oxidized. I think the Laura Mercier ones oxidized more, which is another one that I bought. So this is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in the oil-free formula. So even though I tend to have like a combination skin tone, I still get skin type, I still get oily spots and I still get dry spots. It may be more like a dehydrated oily combination kind of a thing. But when I tried the oil-free moisturizer, I really liked the finish of it. I liked the way that it sat on my skin. I liked how it felt. And this one is in ON1 Petal. And again, it's one of the lighter ones. I think they had one that's lighter than this, but this just seemed to blend in really well and just look super easy and natural, and it was just easy to use, which is kind of what I want. If I'm using a tinted moisturizer, I just want to slap it on and be able to go. So I will see how these both go, and yeah, those are the two that I picked up. And the last things I picked up from Mecca are some perfumes. So the first is Floral Street perfume. I've been trying the Floral Street little tester packs where they have, I think, 5 or 6 different scents, and rating them as to whether or not I dislike them, if they're okay, or if they're a yes. This is one of the ones that I knew I was probably going to like, and I ended up liking it, and my mum really likes it as well. So this is the Lang Lang Espresso, sorry, and I bought that in the smaller sized bottle. Really like it. I think now I'm more liking floral, woody scents and the coffee scents. I think it must be just the weather at the moment as well, being a bit cooler, but that was a really beautiful scent. And if you're interested in any of the Floral Street, I do have samples of quite a lot of the range. So if you want to hear more about them, let me know below. If there's any in particular you have questions on, either I could just answer it or I could make a video. Up to you. Just ask the questions and I'll see how we go. The next is another Floral Street fragrance, and it's the Chypre Sublime, or that's it there. This smells like, think Portrait of a Lady, think Molten Brown, Rosa Absolute, just rose jam from Lush, that kind of jammy rose with floral in it. I love these types of fragrances. They're not for everybody. I think the best way to describe it is like a really jammy rose. If you think of like rose jam, essentially, it's sweet, sort of floral, fruitiness to it. They're just really beautiful scents. I'm just gonna open it. This one's the Rollerball. I think it's a 10. Is it 10 ml? Looks a little bigger, but it's a 10 ml. That's it there. Oh, it's not a Rollerball, it's a spray in the travel size. It's just so beautiful. It smells very similar to the Molten Brown. I think it's called Rosa Absolute. I've got that one too, and I love it. That's been discontinued though, which sucks. I hate it when they discontinue things that I really enjoy, but it's an easy kind of grab and go scent for me. Anything this, like the chypre floral scents, these are the kind of things that just make me smile any time of day, any occasion, office safe, date night, anything like that. I think it's just a really nice, beautiful kind of fragrance. It's an easy go-to kind of scent for me. And the next is from a brand that I haven't really tried much of. I did have one of the small vials from one of the more popular scents, and I just never really tried it until fairly recently. I was going through all of my little vials and sampling things, and I tried it and it's just different. And so when I was in store, I was where the display was and I was just trying a few of them, and they are very unusual kind of scents. They're very different to typical kind of perfumes, and I just wanted to try a few of them and see how they went, because it kind of reminded me more of like a candle or a room spray or a home fragrance than a personal fragrance. But I really liked the idea of some of them as being a personal fragrance. And for those of you who have tried these scents, you'll know what I'm talking about. So they're the replica scents. And these are, just very different. I picked up a few. I picked up this one in the 30 ml and 4 in the travel sizes, so the smaller sizes. The first one that I got in the smaller size is Whispers in the Library, which was actually a recommendation from the girl in Mecca. Based on the other things that I was trying, she thought that I might like this one, and it was good to layer with some of the others. And I think some of these would layer really well, particularly together. And when I tried it, they're so different and unusual, but still really beautiful and unique. So yeah, I'm happy to have them in my collection, obviously, and really excited to kind of try them out and see how they go. The next one is Matcha Meditation. This one's really, really fresh, so it's different to other things that I've owned, but it has a really nice fresh note. And some of these are marked as more feminine or more masculine or unisex, so, which is interesting. One of them has been marked as feminine scent, but a lot of people say that it's more masculine, but I really like it. I'll get to that. The next is By the Fireplace. I think that's probably one of their most popular or recognizable scents, is By the Fireplace. This is just a really lovely, woody, nutty, almost kind of scent. Again, that's probably one that you would have heard of if you've heard of the Replica brand before. The next is Coffee Break. Again, coffee, it's a thing I think at the moment. It just smelled really, really nice, I think, for cooler weather. And the last thing in the haul and the last of the replica scents was one that I actually liked the most out of it anyway, is When the Rain Stops. This one, it's different. It's like a really wet, fresh scent. And a lot of people say that this is very masculine, when I sprayed it, I found it to be quite feminine, a little floral, and it was just interesting the way that people smell fragrances differently to other people and how it can react differently. I think that's one thing that I really enjoy about perfumes and fragrance, is that two people can experience them completely different and it's the same scent. So it's kind of, yeah, like I said before, it's kind of like a magical thing. It's just, I really enjoy it. The last thing I thought I might as well show you as well is this is the Beauty Loop box. It's like the part of their rewards. I think every quarter or something you get a box. Has a few samples in it. It's got like an auto fragrance, like a hanging smelly card, a Briogeo conditioning mask, an eye cream, another cream, and like a moisturizing thing in there as well. So it's always nice to have little samples. But that's it. That's quite a bit. But that is it for now. If you've got any questions on any of the products that I've shared today, please do let me know, leave a comment, and I will answer that for you if I can. If you want to know more or have any questions about any of them as well, please feel free to leave them below, and if enough people are asking, I may just dedicate a video to that. But yeah, that's all. I hope you're all having a fantastic morning, afternoon or evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now. See ya.